Hello everyone, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. This is a very satisfying episode to start, because we're about to head into my favorite area and my favorite area of this game, and at the end of it is going to be my favorite battle of not just this game, but of the whole franchise. But before that, let me go ahead and show you the results of my leveling up I did off screen. Yep, as you can see, everyone here is now at level 70. You can see their HP is shot way up. Most of them are above 200 HP, except for Shirley here, who's only at 187. But let me go ahead and show off everyone's stats real quick here. Yeah, Elephant's moveset is still the same. Yeah, look at that defense stat. Holy cow, and attack is almost 200 as well. Here we have Shirley, whose moveset is also the same. Her stats are admittedly a little bit less impressive than everybody else's. I mean, she's got great speed, but yeah, in terms of attack and defenses, it's not really that great. You might have noticed here, I removed the, excuse me, hang on. Oh, I thought I had a burp coming, but I guess not. Yeah, I actually removed the Nevermelt Ice and gave her the Focus Band, since she's probably the most fragile of our party members, and she's most prone to getting one shot. And since I really don't need the ice attacks that much in this upcoming battle, yeah, I decided to just give her the Focus Band instead. Okay, here we have Hot Pocket, who, as you can see, learned Flamethrower, so I replaced Flameo with Flamethrower there. Very nice, very powerful move. Stat-wise, looking pretty good. Solid stats all around and good special attack there. Okay, here's Krusty, who is the same as the last time. Yep, got rid of Headbutt for Flash, but I did that in the last video, since we're going to need Flash in Mount Silver. Stat-wise, isn't like that impressive compared to everybody else. It doesn't have any stat over 200. But still really solid stats all around. Particularly the defenses are pretty solid, as well as good special attack. Yeah, and here's the Lance. The Lance went ahead and evolved into Dragonite. Yeah, like I said, I did that off screen there. Learned a couple of new moves. Outrage. Let's start with Wing Attack, which Lance learned when he evolved into Dragonite. I replaced Thunder Wave with that. The Paralysis status is nice, but given how high I inadvertently made my Lance's physical attack, I wanted to give Lance a good physical move there. Also replaced Dragon Breath with Outrage, which is a dragon move akin to Thrash, in that when Lance uses it, he'll just use Thrash for Outrage for a couple of turns and then get confused. But Outrage does a lot more damage than Dragon Breath, so I think it's worth it. And yeah, holy cow, look at Lance's stats. See, this is why having the Dratini on your team is worth it in the long run, because well, first of all, the attack, as I've explained before, is so exceptionally high because I fed Lance a fair bit of proteins earlier on in the game. Again, thinking that Dragon scaled off physical attack, turns out it's special, but even then, the special stat is 183. But those stats all around are really hard to beat. So yeah, I really, really am satisfied with where Lance is at. Let's see, and then Barbara, I think, is the last one here. Still the same moveset. Yeah, look at that speed set, 225. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with where everybody landed, with the maybe sole exception of Shirley. In a future playthrough, I might try to pick a better Pokemon than Shirley, but she's still not completely awful or anything. Just less impressive than everybody else, given where they're at. But alright, without further ado, let me go ahead and lay down a Max Repel. And let's enter Mount Silver. Go ahead and have Krusty use Flash here. Alright, for the final dungeon of the game. Now, I will go ahead and grab a bunch of items here, but I'm not really looking to go out of my way to try to show you all the wild Pokemon are in here or anything. I briefly mentioned them in the last video. And honestly, all those Pokemon that I mentioned that you can find that are exclusive here are actually really rare. Even like Mischievous only shows up at nighttime, but even then, I think in the deepest part of the cave, you only have about a 10% chance of finding one. So, yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to show it. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Yeah, that protein I'm not going to bother using because we're not going to be gaining any more levels, so I won't see any increase from the stats there. But I will go ahead and show off all the items, at least that I come across here. Max Elixir might actually end up being useful in this last fight, because it's probably going to be a long one, I'll tell you that right now, but the last fight of the game should be a nice, long, epic battle. And got another Ultra Ball there. And maybe I missed it. I thought that was actually going to be the way forward. Unless it's up here. Yep, there it is. Okay, we got some water we can surf on here, and there's a waterfall as well. Let's go ahead and see where this takes us. Okay, we got an item up here. That is a PP up. Ooh, that's actually really useful. Let me go ahead and use that. If I can find it here. I also did spend the rest of my money on some vitamins, as well as a few more full restores and revives as well. Who do I want to use this on? Oh, that's right. I wanted to use it on Krusty's Psychic. Is there anything? Ooh, there's a way forward up there. I think that might actually be the way forward, but let me just make sure that's not the case by checking over here real quick. Oh wait, I think that's actually the way forward. Shoot, I don't know now. Well, I'll know the end of the dungeon when I see it. Because, yeah, I know I've said in the last video that, oh, it's been a while since I've been, like, through Mount Silver, but, well, let's just say you'll know the final room. It's pretty telling that it's the final room. I think it might actually be beyond this point. Like, if I keep going this way. Wow, there's so many different ways to go here. Let's, well, I don't mind exploring this place pretty thoroughly. It is the finale, after all. Which I'm actually, like I said, I'm pretty excited about. Like, this will be, what, my second series? Well, third if you count Plants vs. Zombies, but that was such a short series anyway, and the quote-unquote finale of that game isn't even really the finale, so... Ooh, a full restore, alright. So, yeah, I don't really count that as like a... I mean, it is a finished series, technically, but I still have a bunch of bonus episodes I still need to do for that someday. I will admit, I don't have a whole lot of plans to do that anytime very soon, but, no, maybe someday. Okay, so I'm actually going to go down and check that waterfall I was at earlier. I really should have done it sooner, but I think it'll be like that one and just lead to another item. I think. I don't know, though. I hope I don't run out of max repels, because that would kind of stink. But yeah, no, this is like... This is the first of what I consider to be like a main series, kind of like Subnautica was. Like, I was super stoked to finish Subnautica. That was a really cool... I'm glad I got to play that in completion for the channel. And I think I've said this before, but for the most part, if I start a game as a Let's Play on the channel, I do intend to finish it. If I want to just, like, play a game just to play it and not necessarily make any significant progress on it, then that's just a let's mess around on. That's the distinction for me, I think, mainly between the two. Let's mess around ons are, in general, less structured, and won't be played to completion. Ooh, this is it. This is the final room of the game. Whereas Let's Plays will be played to completion. Okay, I have Elephant in the lead. Wow, I thought this dungeon was longer than this, but I guess not. Okay. Oh, you have no idea. I'm so excited for this. You have no idea. Yeah, this is it. This is... Huh, there's someone up here. Well, is there anything else? No. I was like, is there anything else I need to do before I do this? But no, I'm done sitting in suspense. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, I just had to sit there for a moment and let this music play out. I know this music played when we fought Lance as well, but to me, this will always be the red theme. And also, okay, I'm just gonna gush for a minute here, guys. I'm just gonna gush. How cool is this for a final fight for the second gen of this game? You get to fight the protagonist that you played as in the first gen of the game. And also, look at this Pikachu's level. Holy cow, level 81. Granted, this Pikachu is going to be Red's strongest Pokemon, but the other ones are pretty close in level. And it's like the first time you come here when you play this game, especially for me when I was a kid, like, I hadn't done any level grinding because I didn't know this was coming. So you see it, you freak out because it's like, whoa, that's the protagonist from the first game. And then they send out this Pikachu, and it's level 81, and you're like, holy cow, I'm nowhere near that level. How tough is this guy? And then like, okay, I'm done gushing now. This is, like I said though, this is my favorite battle in the entire franchise of Pokemon. I think they could not have picked a better way to end this game. But without further ado, let's get things started. So yeah, I started with Elephant here, specifically so that I could counter this Pikachu here, which, as I said, is Red's highest level Pokemon. But since it's a Pikachu, it's got lower stats, and it's really not all that threatening, despite having such a high level. I don't know if I'm going to one-shot it with this Earthquake, but I wouldn't be surprised if I do. Okay, looks like I did. So there goes the Pikachu. Now, even though that was Red's strongest Pokemon, that's the easy part of the fight. Okay, Venusaur's coming out next. I'm going to switch over to Hot Pocket here. Yeah, as you can see, even Venusaur here is at level 77. And yeah, now you see why I said I wanted to be at least level 70 before I came here. Part of me hopes I don't steamroll this fight too much. I don't really think I will, but it'd be kind of a shame if I did, because this fight really is pretty epic. And did I one-shot this thing? That wasn't even a crit? Oh no. Oh no. I should have only grinded to level 65. That's originally what I was gonna do, but last minute I decided to go to level 70 to be safe. But I will stick to my original strategy here. So for Espeon, I'm gonna send in Shirley, because Shirley will be immune to Espeon's psychic attack. And let's go with Shadow Ball. No! No, I didn't want this fight to be this easy! Okay, I guess I didn't one-shot it. I really did not want this to be an easy fight, and I'm a little upset that it's going as well as it is, as weird as that sounds. I guess it's just mostly like, I have all these memories as a kid of like fighting this guy over and over again, and like how intense and like back and forth the battle was, and I really wanted that experience again, but humble brag alert, I guess I'm just too good at the game. No. Really, it's just, looks like it was just a matter of me leveling a bit too much. I really thought at level 70 I wasn't going to have this easy of a time, but oh well. But, okay, so yeah, there goes the first half of Red's team. Now, okay, Charizard's coming out next. There is one Pokemon in particular that I do anticipate is going to give me at least a bit of trouble. Let's go ahead and send in Krusty. I will use Lance at some point. I'm not going to end this battle without using Lance at all, but let's just go and send in Krusty here. Oof. Okay, that was a crit. Listen to me, I sound so disappointed to be winning this battle. It's probably the only time in the game I would be feeling that way, but yet here I am. So yeah, I know I said, oh my god. No! I don't want to get a crit. This is what happened with Lance too. I was way too over leveled and I took his Pokemon down way too easily. Well, if you want to win this fight easily, then I guess this is a good way to show you the way to go about it. But like I said, I wanted this fight to be more of a back and forth. Okay, here's the Pokemon that I think is probably going to end up giving me the most trouble, is Snorlax. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to Lance here. Because this Snorlax has a lot of HP and pretty good defenses too. Alright, let's go ahead and go with an Outrage here. That's a cool sound that it made. I don't think I've ever gotten a Dragonite in this game at this high of a level, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so now, yeah, the special defense went way up, so... Oh, I can't switch over to Wing Attack because of how Outrage works. Well, that's fine too. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, that was a crit, wasn't it? Yep. Woof. Oh, that body slam. Oh, and they got the paralysis too. Okay, this is a little bit more of what I was looking for. Uh-oh. Actually, that ended up working out because since I was fully paralyzed on the last hit of, Outrage there, I don't think I'm going to get the confusion. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a full restore on Lance here. And since Snorlax has used Amnesia, was it once or twice? I don't recall. Well, either way, I'm going to switch over to using Wing Attack here. Especially since the party's Reflect is down now. Oh, come on! Okay, well, whatever. I'll just try to fight through it. Yeah, this is what I meant, though. This Snorlax is probably actually the hardest Pokemon to fight on Red's team. And it hasn't even really showed us why that is, and it doesn't look like it'll get a chance to. Well, the reason that this Snorlax can be so difficult is that it knows Rest and Snore, so it can... If the AI had been a little bit more liberal with the healing there, it could have easily healed up to full, and then started just doing damage to you even while it was asleep anyway. And that can actually be really hard to deal with, especially if you're at a lower level, which, again, I thought I was at a low enough level, but alas. Okay, so last Pokemon here is going to be Blastoise. I will change Pokemon, and I'll go ahead and throw out Hot Pocket with the Thunder Punch there. Yeah, I did not expect to be outspeeding his Pokemon by this much. It's, you know what, this is also probably the result of using all the vitamins I did off screen, which really just goes to show, like, how much of a difference those end up making. Okay, this might be the end of the battle here. But I think it might live with a little bit... Nope. Wow. So, that's it, really. If you want again, if you want an easy way to win this battle, there you go. There's your strategy right there. And I guess level 70 is more safe of a level than I thought. I really should have just stuck with 65 like I originally thought about doing, but the last second I got cold feet with that plan and thought it might be a little bit too difficult if I did it that way. But, well, here we are. Yeah, I was like, oh, this video is going to be like 40 minutes long, and I'm totally cool with that. It's going to be such a back and forth, and, whatever. Either way, we've managed to defeat Red, the original League champion, and we'll see what happens next here in a moment. I also really like the touch that since, you know, your protagonist in Pokemon games is always mute, and that being the case, Red doesn't say anything here. I always really, really appreciated that little detail in this game. Also, isn't it a little creepy how they cut out the music whenever he's talking on the world map? And then he disappears. And credits roll. Huh, the sound was a little late coming in there, but Yep, here's the credit sequence again, and this time this will be the last time we're seeing this credit sequence in the game. So yeah, I already talked about this a little bit after defeating the Elite Four, but I'll talk a little bit again about how I feel about the game as a whole. I think they really nailed it with Gen 2. I don't think they could have followed up Gen 1 in a better possible way. And you could really tell that this was planned from the beginning, because I'm pretty sure I have read that before about Gold, Silver, and Crystal, that they had always planned on making one sequel, but they didn't really plan anything after that. And you can kind of tell that when you get to Ruby and Sapphire. Gen 3 in general has a very different feel from the first two generations, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But as far as Game Boy Color games go, I don't think you can really beat Pokemon Crystal. I think this is in my opinion, my favorite Game Boy Color game. It's my favorite Pokemon game. It's not the best Pokemon game, but it's my favorite one. But I think this might be the best Game Boy Color game, if Pokemon is up your alley. Otherwise, I might just give it to, like, one of the Zelda Game Boy games. I don't know, actually. Despite growing up with a Game Boy Color, I didn't have that many different games for it. Just a bunch of the same games I played a whole lot. But these, like Pokemon Red and Blue, or I guess I had Blue and Yellow, and then I also had Silver and Crystal. Those were my life when I was a child. Like, it's so many fond memories, so much nostalgia. As much as I bash nostalgia goggles or nostalgia vision, I do have to embrace it here at this part. And that's it. That's the end. And, yep, if you click A here... Oh, I thought it was going to start you back at the house, like in New Barktown, but nope, it starts you right back here at the entrance of Silver Cave. So I'm pretty sure if you want to, you can actually go back up and fight Red again. I don't know, actually, off the top of my head. I could go and see, but I feel like doing that would almost ruin the magic of the LP somehow. Like, I don't want to just end it with it being like, oh, here's Red again. Okay, well, bye. Or, oh, Red isn't here. Well, bye. I guess that's not really different than what I'm about to do, which is just say, well, bye, right here. But, no, thank you so much to everyone who watched my Pokemon Crystal LP. And I want to give an extra big shout out to Reggie, who kind of promoted this LP on Twitter, and as a result, I more than doubled my subscriber count. I'm super stoked that you enjoyed the LP, that everyone who found it enjoyed it. It really means a lot, because I've seen it a couple times in the comments, people saying something to the effect of like, I really like your stuff, and you should have more subscribers than you do. That compliment means a whole lot to me. And I really do appreciate that, and I thank you so much for watching the LP. And as far as what's coming next, I know I've been saying that I was going to follow up Crystal with another Pokemon game, but I've got something else in mind that I'm going to do. And don't worry, more Pokemon LPs will come, but I do have something else that I'm really excited to start. And you'll find out what that is next time on my next LP. So thank you so much for watching. I can't thank you enough. This is Hexlex, signing out, and I hope you have a fantastic day.